Hi everybody, it's Erin Scott here with the Alchemy of Holism. So much love to all of you. Thank you for your patience. I've been needing some quiet space and time. I've needed to focus on work for clients. I've needed to go within with regards to a variety of things. But I'm bringing forward a bit of a different modality for the messages coming through for you for this month, but the art alchemy scopes, the art channeled alchemy scopes will likely return, and they'll likely return soon, but I wanted to give you something now that is the narrative coming through for your growth processes for the Leo new moon partial solar eclipse cycle that we're in now. It started on August 11th. It's going on till the middle of September. But before we get started on the individual signs, I want to tell you that I went into ritual, and of course I pulled the data, the cards from the Isis Oracle this month, and I went outside to take a photo of your particular card that came forward, the message that came forward for you, and I was surrounded by playful, loving, sociable, whimsical chipmunks. So where I happened to go and sit was right by a river, and there was I guess a declination, declined area with rocks where they have their homes, right? So this is the deal. I didn't plan that place to take the photos for your cards, for your messages this month. Chipmunk is definitively a collective narrative, a collective message, a collective growth edge for all of us to meet. It's a maturation point, everybody, for all of us. There were probably 6 or 7 chipmunks that were playing at my feet. They were climbing up the plants. They were roaming around the rocks. They were all over the place. This is the meaning of chipmunk, everybody. Okay? And by the way, I'm reading this from Dr. Stephen Farmer's Spirit Animals book. All right? This is the meaning of chipmunk. Trust that you're well protected and that there is no real danger that you'll have to face. Be curious and willing to investigate anything of interest that comes your way. Go out for walks, and when you do, take the time to pause and explore anything that attracts your attention, from the tiniest pebble or flower to the vista that's on the horizon. Once you've completed a creative piece or project, keep it to yourself for a few weeks before revealing it to others. Pay more attention to the vocal characteristics of those you encounter. The volume, the pitch, the inflection, other than the actual words. This is helping you to discern the reality of the person beyond speech, beyond what they're saying. So chipmunk is definitely bringing forward a relaxed, curious way of being. This is about allowance and being in nature, but also being in how nature operates. Certainly with the chipmunk, chipmunk is very playful, very curious, super social, and very much at ease, not afraid at all. That's what came forward today, and then certainly reading it here, it just absolutely is what it's about. This is also saying connect with nature, everybody. So a reminder that nature it has a frequency. And when we disconnect from technology and from the mental minutia that we get tied up and distracted in, when we disconnect from that and embed in nature, we remember our natural frequency state. That's the benefit of nature. So it connects us. It's like plugging ourselves in to the motherboard. And I know I have needed abundant amounts of that of late, the last year, a year and a half, So I would say to you, honor the chipmunk energy that's coming forward, have fun with it, relax. There's a lot going on in the world, and it is absolutely critical to participate, and be responsible and accountable to keep yourself grounded, clear, calm, and discerning. Really important. And I loved what Stephen said here about the chipmunk, about seeing beyond or sensing beyond the spoken word, because it's about all the other ways by which we know the world. So there's a lot there, and let's go ahead and get on to the signs. I have sales happening on multiple levels of my services. For those interested, the link is below. I'll talk about it more at the end of the video. Much love. Bye-bye. Hi, Gemini. So you have a very interesting narrative that's coming forward for you that is indicating your growth process over this month ahead. And we're tapping into the Leo new moon partial solar eclipse cycle that we just had on August 11th at 18 degrees 41 minutes Leo. That was conjunct retrograde Mercury. So there's a reminding process going on along with a complete reboot in one way, shape, or form. And what's coming forward for your growth process for this current and upcoming 30-day cycle, the one that we're in now until mid-September, is rising sun. This is from the Isis Oracle from Alana Fairchild, and this is the meaning of your narrative this month. This is about the divine solar child being reborn. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. As we journey into the ancient feminine, there are many, many times when we meet her dark face. We must be patient, accepting, allowing. Often what we meet are the difficulties of birth, literal and symbolic. We might feel great emotional or physical pain. We might feel spiritually bereft, alone, and yearning for deeper union, perhaps even wondering if what you seek could be a genuine experience, or if it is the stuff of daydreams and fantasies. During times of despair and struggle, we come back to our hearts, searching for faith within, searching for signs to support us as we take the long journey down the spiritual birth canal into love in even greater compassion and expression. It might take us weeks, months, or many, many years to birth ourselves over and over again into more of our divine essence. Some birthing processes that are deeply profound will feel as though they take most, if not all, of our lifetime on this planet. At another level, many lifetimes will constitute one birth process. However, no matter how much we encounter the inner workings of the womb of the divine feminine, there are always moments of entering the light of birth into a new world, as a new being, into a new reality, transformed. These moments are precious and herald the beginning of a new level of divinity expressed, often in deeply creative and new ways. The divine solar child being born brings new light into your life, likely to express itself in multiple forms. revived and new relationships, new inspiration and opportunities in your work and spiritual life, more love and enjoyment, new and more energized community, greater well-being and experience in your body, creative abilities that you didn't even realize that you had opening up effortlessly as you surrender to and allow the body and creative faculty to flow. These are some of the gifts that are given to you by the universe at the cosmic, quote-unquote, baby shower for the birth of the divine solar child. The sweetness of these gifts, of this new life, make all that came before it so sacred and worthwhile. To honor and accept the past and the courage it required of us, and yet to accept that it is now time to turn our face to the light and partake of the fruits of our inner labors, is what this oracle ordains. Symbolized by the headdress of cow horns with a golden disc within, worn by Egyptian goddesses, including Isis, and the symbolism of Isis nursing her divine son-child Horus at her breast. The oracle of the rising sun brings with it a new day, a dawn, a breakthrough, an end of a struggle, and the genuine and stable birth of optimism and hope. This is what's happening for you now. So Gemini, it's an interesting process for you that's unfolding because there's great potential for a new, free, optimistic outlook, orientation, mental construct, your way, your filter, your way of looking at the world. So this is the active process for you over the course of this month. I want to remind you, if you haven't checked out the August offerings that are the sales that are activated now, you can go to my website. The link will be below this video. More to come. The art will return. I send you much love. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.